let's see if it actually launches. We're trying to do it on multiple with the video doing what it's supposed to and the sound doing. It looks like we are live, so I'm just going to go with it. But my name is Zakia Ringgold of By Zakia and Live Soap School, and this broadcast is all about using natural ingredients in handmade soap. And the ingredients that we'll be using are turmeric as well as ginger root. So let's see how it's coming. Yes, it's working. Thank goodness. All right, so let me go ahead and turn on the chat. Hopefully I'll be able to see your chat. And if I don't see it live, what I will do is I will make sure to respond to your chat no matter where you are watching after the stream. So I see we have a few people that are watching now. Hello, hello. Welcome to the broadcast. If you've never been with me before, I am Zakia Ringgold, and I absolutely love making handmade products, particularly soap. And on this broadcast, what we're going to be doing is, number one, something we shouldn't be doing. I am using essential oils that I have never used before from this particular supplier. We're doing it in very, very large batches, which could be problematic if the the essential oil misbehaves. Then with such a large batch, you might start seeing me sweat a little bit. You might also start seeing me moving much faster and not really engaging with you on the broadcast. But what we are going to talk about are two ingredients that I don't have out, so let's grab them. One of them is turmeric, and the other one is ginger root. Ginger root is really, really good for both internally as well as the skin. And then turmeric is really good for brightening the skin and all of that. So we're going to be combining these two ingredients in our handmade natural soap. We already have our ingredients already measured out and ready to go. So I'm going to grab some gloves here. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I never give you a full recipe, right? Because these are being sold to my customers. However, I do have 4 books on how to make and sell soap that are packed with recipes for you. You can get those on my website at By Zakia. Additionally, if you are someone who is just really interested in getting your hands on some natural soap, maybe you're becoming more and more aware of so much that's going on in the world. I won't mention what it is because it's pretty annoying. And then we'll see how it goes. All right, so it's telling me that my unified chat is not working on all platforms. Let me, number one, switch you guys to the overhead camera. So then that way you'll be able to see exactly what it is that I am doing. So I already have some herbal infused oil here. That's what we're going to add the turmeric to. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then we are also going to grind up the ginger root. And we have the 2 pots of oil that we're going to use. So first things first, let's go ahead and do our ginger root. And I'm going to do 12 teaspoons of the ginger root. And I'm going to put it into our coffee grinder here. This is where you would have it sped up on if you did a pre-recorded video, and I've lost count, so I'm going to imagine that was 10, and then that would be 12. It's okay if I go a little bit under. And we're going to put our coffee grinder lid on. And I want to grind it up as much as possible. So I want to show you, this is how it looks there when it's ungrounded. Now, you can pay for it grounded, but I like to have the actual root. And now, as you can see, I'll unplug it. Put the lid on so I don't have it spilling all over the place. You get a really, really nice consistency of it, and you know exactly how much you put in there. And it's easier to measure out that way. Typically with soap making, you do want to measure by weight and not by volume. That is with the exception of additives. So the ginger root would be considered an additive. The turmeric would be considered an additive. So for that, we use a teaspoon to measure that out. And now for the turmeric, I'm going to go ahead and add that right into our herbal infused olive oil there. And I'm going to do about 6 teaspoons of this. So we tap it right in. And I have hefty teaspoons. Sometimes it'll be like that, like Zakia. That is way more than a single teaspoon. Alright, I'm going to just stick with 5. Alrighty. So we have our ginger root, and then we also have our turmeric. Let me grab my small mini whisk here. Just so it can get blended up. And that color is going to be imparted into the soap there. And that's blended very, very well. And this is our mold. This is a really large mold. Remember, we use a la soap liner, aka trash bag, when we are lining the 30-pound mold. And then we're going to go ahead and get started because we have everything else already measured out and ready to go. So let me grab one of our pots. And we use our same 7 oils and butters in here. Let me make sure you guys can see. Now for the one side, we're going to add the ginger root. The other side, we're going to add the turmeric. And we are using a combination of bergamot and orange in terms of the essential oils. Now I've already created the blend. Wait 1 second, I'm missing something. It's bergamot, frankincense, and orange that we have in here. And so this is about how much essential oil we use. Then I just got to give it a quick stir. I did use the end of the bottle. Now a lot of people will wait until after they have added their lye solution. I add everything prior to adding the lye solution now. And the reason for that is, again, if it does start to move pretty quickly, I have more time to go ahead and get this done. So I'm stirring there. Oh, you guys can't see me. Let's switch it here. Now hopefully you'll be able to see a little bit better there. So I'm going to go ahead and pour that in. Again, this is a new fragrance. I'm going against what I just said because I don't really know what it's going to do. And if I don't know what it's going to do, I'd rather err on the side of caution. Watch it do it, and you guys will get to see me sweat a bit. Again, I pre-measured my lye solution, all of the oils and butters. My nephew has done that for me, so I'm just giving this a stir because sometimes it does like to kind of, I don't want to say separate, but the air, because I left it uncovered. You do typically want to leave the soap covered when you, I mean, not the soap, the lye solution covered. And again, I'm sorry, none of your comments are coming up. I can see that we have 120 of you watching live, so I am not ignoring you. But as soon as we get this soap poured, it might be a good thing that I can't see your comments because it would be distracting. And again, I don't know what this soap is going to do. And so what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and add the turmeric into our oils there. You're going to see the most beautiful color. And I do want all of the turmeric. So let's get her out. That's our little slurry. A little bit of a slurry action going on. But the beauty of this is it really helps if you have like hyperpigmentation stuff going on. It won't be annoying to the skin. All right, so let's go ahead and slowly add our lye solution, and you are going to get a chance to watch. And I don't know, if you've never heard this term before, I know I have a lot of soap makers that watch me, but if you're not a soap maker or you've never been on this broadcast, you're going to get to learn a new term today, and that is saponification. Say it with me, saponification. You are going to get a chance to watch that right before your very eyes. So here we have all of our oils in there. They're kind of just coming together. And remember, oil and water don't like to work together, right? They like to separate. So that's why, that's not the only reason why, but the lye helps us to be able to combine those oils with the water or in the lye solution. It also is what converts the fatty acids to a soap, which then it converts it to a salt, which ultimately becomes a soap. And I don't know if you can see this beautiful color that we have got going on here, but we also have an oil slick because we have not mixed this up together. And I'm going to give it a very light trace. I don't want to get it to a pudding consistency because what will happen is I won't have enough time to mix up our other portion, which is going to be inclusive of our ginger root. So I'm just giving it a bit of a stir, a bit of a whiz. I can already feel it starting to get thick. So maybe I shouldn't have did as much of a a water discount. And we also don't want it to be lye heavy, so we do have to ensure that we do at least get a trace. I'm going to slowly add some of our essential oils in here and pray to the good gods that it does not start to get thick. Come on, give me some good, oh, I wish you guys could smell this. Bergamot is the base note that's in here. It is amazing, and then that orange kind of just punches it up. I can tell you right now, when my Uncle Pat gets here, he's probably going to grab a lot. I can tell you that for sure. All right, we are up to 215. I'm not sure if you are watching on YouTube, on Twitter, or on Facebook, but I'd like to thank you for tuning into the stream. Like a tomato soup. I'm sure the color is not getting its justice on this broadcast. And I did that super wrong, guys. I was supposed to start with the ginger root because our turmeric has all of the color. See what happens when you just run your mouth on a broadcast? You kind of lose track of what you're supposed to be doing. But that's all right. That's all right. Let me grab a little cup of water or a pitcher. I'm going to fill that with water so that I can clean my stick blender. Normally you could plug in another stick blender and just do that, but we're not going to do that. And the good news is, still not a tree. got the soap pigment. Raw soap will burn the skin, so we don't want that. And I still have a little bit of separation going on there. Oh, I wish you got... I have been asking the social media gurus and geniuses. They can tell me every conversation that I've had in person by showing me an ad, but they still haven't given us smell-o-vision. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all of us. Please give us smell-o-vision so that people can actually smell what the soap lady is making here, because I wish I could have you all smell this. But when you make your order, you'll be able to smell it. So we have our turmeric, which still isn't completely blended. Which is good. I think what I'll do is go ahead and start blending up the ginger portion of our soup. Oh, but we definitely got soap. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, that's going to be a beautiful lather. She said it's going to be a beautiful lather. Hold on, guys. Let me grab our other pot so we can go ahead and mix up the ginger root portion of the batch. We're going to slide this baby up. We're going to slide this one right on in. I wish I had a scrunchie, but I do not. So we're going to take our ginger, put it right into the pot. That's all of that ground ginger. Now, because that did not misbehave, I am going to go ahead and add our essential oil right into the pot. You're probably saying, Zakia, how do you know if you did too much? Well, it's all going into the same pot, so it'll combine, right? So I do give it just a little bit of a stir so it can kind of blend together. Just a little bit of blendsy. And you can grind the ginger root up to make it even finer, but I like it to be this much of a consistency because then you'll get a little bit of extra exfoliation in the bar as well. And exfoliating is one of the best things that you can do if you're experiencing any kind of hyperpigmentation. So it's kind of giving you a double whammy. Let me grab another spatula just to make sure our lye solution. And I guess I better go ahead and start covering up my lye solution here because more and more I'm getting the separation of it. And that's the air hitting the top of the lye solution. It's not lye pockets and all of that. But generally, if you're going to master batch or do your lye earlier in the day, you do want to cover it so that air isn't hitting it. And that's what's giving us those little chunkies there. Normally I would strain them out, but for purposes of our stream, I want you guys to see how it all goes in, how it all goes down. And I don't want to talk too much because I want to keep an eye back here, make sure that's not getting thicker, which it is not. And I'm okay with a little bit of the soap being on here. Not too much. I don't know if you've ever seen people, when they make soap, they will actually not necessarily clean out their soap pots. And you're like, well, why are you making it in a dirty soap pot? The truth of the matter is any leftover soap on the stick blender or in the pot helps to speed up the saponification process. So it's actually a good thing. So these two colors are going to be magnificent inside of the mold together. So this gives it more of like a almost an ivory green color, a really light ivory green is what it'll be along with this beautiful shade of orange there. I had another soap maker, Marlene. She gave me a really good tip. Don't overdo it with your turmeric, and I've found that that's to be a really good suggestion. Because you don't want the turmeric. Hold on, let's get this blended. No goggles, guys. Nobody said anything. Jeez, wait. You guys don't care about my eyes. You don't care about my life. I'm standing here, goggleless, messing with this live. Shady boots. Let's see. Do we got any sign of trace going on here? Nada. So number one, our essential oils are fantastic. But I think we're gonna go ahead and grab Uma. Uma is a real deal stick blender. Here, let's clear the room. Or just the table. Not the room, just the table. I don't know, have any of you met Uma? I think right when COVID started, we had gotten this stick blender. And this is my absolute favorite stick blender. When mixers want to take their time, or if I'm doing an especially large batch, this is who I call on. And these goggles are a little foggy. Oh, my goggles, guys. Making a whole mess back there. All right. And it does have a safety. Did I not turn her on? What's happening? Come on, Uma. What's wrong? What's wrong with you? Oh boy. There she is. Now this should allow us to come to trace a little bit quicker. Let's see. Yep. Give her one more Wix. Come on. There she goes. All right, that's the consistency we were after. Let's do the same on this side with the turmeric. We're gonna run with it. All right, first of all, you be still. I gotta get a piece of parchment paper so I can put the blender on there. I don't think you guys have heard me say before, but in case you missed me saying it before, there is a lot of, not too much blood, but definitely sweat and tears when it comes to soap making. And I don't know if you can see it, but that's what we got going on right now. Girlfriend is over here sweating. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get this poured. Again, we use a 30-pound slab mold, but I can't lift 30 pounds. I'm almost there. I got to get back into the gym. Not the soap gym, with lifting of the molds and whatnot. Again, we use a a la soap mold liner, but it's a trash bag. And I typically will turn them inside out. I'm hoping that that is front and center for you all. Yeah, you can see pretty good. And what I'll do is I'll grab this pot first. And we'll start with just a really thin layer of the turmeric side. I kind of think I want to mix the ginger a little bit more because it's just going to go into each other. Let me see something. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get the swirl that I want. Oh, yes, we will. Yes, we will. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we. Oh, yeah. It worked. I think I have too much soap. I have to check my nephew's measurements because he is measuring out these recipes for me. But I feel like we got a little bit more soap in the pot than than actually what can fit in the mold. And I don't think I have one ready that I can pour. That is so pretty. Can you guys see that? That is like art in the pot. We are up to 250 of you. First of all, if you are just joining, welcome to the broadcast. I am going to feverishly look for a mold so that I can pour this excess into it and not waste her. Oh, I got cake molds. Do I have any bar molds that are actually clean? That's not clean. Oh, this one will work. Let's get some alcohol. Blame it on the goose. Got you feeling loose. Where's the alcohol? Blame it on the Think we can pour? No more. No mas. No mas. I need my, here she is. I do see some air bubbles from the way that I poured, so I'm just gonna give her a little squirtsy, but I'm also gonna squirt this mold out. This is the mold that I use when I'm typically doing fragrance testing to see if it's going to misbehave with my soap. I'll do like a 1 pound batch, and then I'll test out different sample sizes before I order larger ones. But I got a really amazing deal when I was at the soap conference, so I ordered really large sizes. I have a whole cabinet full of fragrances and essential oils in like the 5 pound and 1 pound. I did get some 1 pounds, but I tried to get 5 pounds because that cuts down on my cost. Okay, so it was kind of clean, but I just wiped it out with alcohol for good measure. And we're gonna get some individual bars that way. Yeah, I think I need to adjust the recipe that I gave my nephew for measuring, because we definitely have more than 30 pounds. Oh man, we might need another mold, Carol Ann. Jeez Louise. Looks like a sunrise almost. And these happen to be my 2 favorite colors. Oh well, if it was more yellow. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. I'm not the best pourer of a pot into smaller molds. I prefer those really large ones that we got there. All right, let's see if we got another mold. Jeez. Aha. And we've got another, and there's more. She said there's more, there's more, there's more. So my nephew is here. He will be wrapping for the remainder of the night, and he'll also be measuring out our next batches of soap, which is fantastic. So that means that's less work that I have to do. Oh shoot, that's what I didn't want to do. Did you see my, oopsie, that'll be a great close-up. Ugh, move it. Need another paper towel. Now I have to look back at the video to see how it behaved or did not behave. Like sometimes I notice it was like stalling or sputtering a little bit. I don't know, can you guys see the ginger specks in there? That's pretty cool. Yeah, it is. All right. Let's get this in here. This should be enough. If it's not, I really gotta fix some stuff. But that's a lot of wasted oils. If I'm over, I'm still over. So that has to be, because these are both 1 pound, so it's at least 32 pounds. Oh, I'll be dang. Dang, I said dang. You think I can? Let's try it. had a little bit of room. We had a little bit of space. So like this corner needs a little bit of love. And let's just scrape out what's left. I don't know if you guys saw that drip of soap just now. That would be reason number 5,000 to wear closed-toe shoes to ensure it doesn't actually get on your toes when it's in its raw state like this. No, I'm not wearing closed-toe shoes. I'm just saying for you, if you're doing it, it's a really good idea to wear closed-toe shoes. So really, the idea is with the turmeric and ginger root soap, you're getting a really, really nice natural bar, and then adding in the essential oils actually heightens it up a little bit. You get the aromatherapy, as well as something that's really, really good on the skin. And then just make sure that you grind your ginger root. Don't try and use it whole. Get a coffee grinder. If you are watching on YouTube, I will put an Amazon affiliate link to the coffee grinder that I use. And then, of course, since I'm saying that on here, I'll say it on the broadcast. A portion of the sale of that, I will earn a commission if you use my link. I will also include a Amazon link to the blender as well as the mini whisk that I use. And now I can say that this baby is done because there's no more in the pot to scrape. I got 12 extra bars that I was not counting on, but nobody ever complains about having extra soap, and I won't be the one to start that. So, and now what we want to do is hope that this decides to get hard. I really need to go back and check my recipe, because I don't think it should have remained fluid for that long, and even after I used Uma on it, it should have started getting thicker. So hopefully your girl didn't do something truly wonky. We will find out in about 12 hours. Well, actually a little bit less than that, but we will find out. Let me go ahead and switch you guys over to the front cam. Let me get a paper towel because that's just nasty. The amount of sweat that is beating up all over my head. But my name is Zakia. I'm actually going to put you here. We're going to switch to that one. And I'm going to have a little ticker going right below. So I am Zakia Ringgold of buyzakia.com, where you can get all of my handmade goodies, as well as my 4 books if you are interested in learning how to make your own soap. I am also the instructor in Live Soap School, where we teach you how to make natural skincare from soap to lotion, conditioner, shampoo, sugar scrubs, and all of that. So check us out on livesoapschool.com if you have any questions, because this was just kind of rude. I mean, it gave me none of your comments. I got 0. I got nada in terms of comments. Make sure that you do put it below the video where you are watching. I will get a notification and then I will respond to you there. Also, be sure to join our free soap squad by texting SOAP TV, all one word. You don't have to add anything else to it. Go ahead and text SOAP TV to, I'm trying to wait for it to come up there. You can see it there, 267 2494550. We're just starting that campaign up, and what'll happen is the next time we go live, the next time we have a release, the next time there's something special, because you are a part of the Soap Squad, you will get a text message and know before anyone else. If you're interested in getting any of my products, head on over to buyzakia.com. This turmeric and ginger will be going live on the site tomorrow for pre-orders. I highly recommend that you order ahead of time. So when we go to cut it, you'll get a chance to see that cut, and then you'll also be able to place the order live. When you order while we are live, you do get special bonuses, but I am Zakia. Consider getting yourself some turmeric and ginger root soap, and thank you for watching live. We'll see ya next time. You see me going off screen? Boom, 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 boom.